Hi, I'm Cynthia Schiller. Welcome to the channel. Please like and subscribe where we help and heal together. Today we're talking about what are the signs that you might be dating a narcissist. Often during the love bombing, we get all caught up in it, and then things start to seem a little odd, a little off, where it's not quite the same as it used to be. So, a lot of signs that somebody might be a narcissist is false sense of entitlement. They think they're better than everybody. They expect everything to revolve around them. That's a huge red flag. Another is lack of empathy. The depth of the conversation. How deep does it go? Do they really understand? Do they reach out to you and try to understand what you're feeling instead of just, oh, I'm sorry, that probably sucks. How deep are the conversations? The other things that they like to do is they love to give the silent treatment. Usually, if you get in an argument, you might say, look, let's just let things cool down. We'll talk tomorrow. But a narcissist, it's almost like they want to punish you. Like they know that they're better than you and they're going to control when we talk, when we don't talk. And they use the silent treatment because they also know it's like a form of punishment because they know how hurtful it can be. And it also leads to trauma bonding. When things like that happen, it changes who you are, how you act. So just be aware of that. Other things that they do is they love to cancel plans just at the drop of a hat. Something doesn't serve their needs, they don't want to put the effort in. It's all about them. And often they won't even acknowledge that they're canceling plans. They just don't show up. So, in a narcissistic relationship, there's a ton of signs. Often they will cheat. They're liars or pathological liars. They tell different stories. And if you catch them in a lie and confront them, even though the hard evidence is right in front of them, they'll still make up a story, even though it's hardcore evidence. They won't usually undo their lie. They'll stick to it no matter what. So just be aware of that. And I'd like you guys to post down below some of the other things that you have noticed in your narcissistic relationship. They also love to argue. They do not give up a fight. Often they'll instigate fights. They are sometimes aggressive. They have a lot of aggression inside. They'll instigate things. It's a form of power. So if you're in a narcissistic relationship, they don't acknowledge some of the things that you do. They expect it if you don't do it perfectly or on time. They hate it if you're late. They'll be really upset if you have a date and you're 5 minutes late, but they can show up 2, 3, 4 hours later, blow you off. So it's always off balance. And if you are in that type of relationship, you're going to start to feel unbalanced, and then you're going to try harder, and then they're going to try less. And the love bombing stage is something that we all crave. Narcissists are very intriguing. We want to get closer to them. They have a lot of confidence, and that's another thing that they like to do is they're overconfident, where they have to be the center of attention. They have to be the best of the best. They have to show off. So if you notice that the conversations are always about them, they'll use exaggerated language. So even just the words that they choose, not like I did a great job today. It's like I was fantastic, and they just go on these tangents, and it's they have to have somebody listen to their whole entire story as opposed to just making a statement like I did really great at work today, I got that award, but they'll go on and on. And also they have to be the hero, so they don't just do things just because. They want that acknowledgement. So they're not just giving, they're not just doing things out of a kind heart. A lot of times it's just for the attention, that society thought that that was fantastic what they did. They're not the type to donate $1,000 unless people know that they donated $1,000. They have to show it off. And if $1,000 isn't going to impress anybody, then they'll either do more or they won't do it. It's all about the adoration, whether it's from society, the news supply, or you. Um, there's often a threesome. There's often somebody off in the distance that will be there at the drop of a hat. They love to lock their phones. So if they get a little uptight about you touching their phone, it could be just a cheater in general. But narcissists are often cheaters. So they'll hide things. They'll do things in odd patterns, such as when you can see them, maybe they're hiding something, things won't make sense. So just be aware there are many, many signs, many red flags, and they will try to trauma bond you. And it happens slowly, and then once it happens, the devaluing will kick in. You'll start to notice that your needs aren't being met. So if you're starting to question, like, am I crazy? Like, is this really going on? What's wrong with this relationship? It was so beautiful. And you try to work things out. They don't want to discuss things. They'll twist things around. So just be aware of that. Comment below on what you thought, and I will see you tomorrow. Please subscribe so you can get some daily videos, and let's get a discussion going, guys.